Construction measurements and rates, part 6. I'll be responding to this question that I received in part 3. And I'll rephrase the question. What's the rate per square foot to build a home? I've received this question more than once. So instead of having to write a message to each person, I'll just refer them to this video if I should be asked this question again. So my response would be that there is no one single rate to build a house. Every project is unique, and similarly, every house is unique, even if the house looks the same. There are factors that affect the overall cost of every project. I will list the factors. The list is not exhaustive, but these are most of the things that will affect the overall cost of a project. I will accept that you can use a past project to guide you to make a rough estimate of a project. It is not the most precise, it is not the most accurate way to do it. What's the rate to build a house? That's not a question that I will commit to, because there are factors that are going to affect that particular project. The factors that affect the outcome of the rate for a project are the topography of the land. That's a key one, because if you have a flat area, it is much easier to work with, so it will be cheaper than if you have sloping, and it depends on the gradient. The type of soil also will affect it, whether you're on clay or you're on rock, so that's a difference. Design factors such as type of roof, elevations, how high you want the wall. Some people don't mind lower ceiling, some people want high ceiling height. The client profile will also affect the rate for the house, because some clients may be minimalist and will settle for just the basic things, and some clients are extravagant, and nothing is wrong with that as long as you have your money to do it. So the client's profile is important to the project as well, and the rate. So for someone to ask for the rate per square foot to build a house, and I don't know what your profile is, I could give you a rate that will not suit you. The proximity to materials will also affect the cost of the project, because if you have to do transportation from far distances, that is going to be a very big cost. Also, the availability of labor, skilled labor in particular. What finishes your taste? The type of tiles you'll use, the windows that you'll use, the finishes, whether you are going to use just paint or you're going to go trowel on, which is much more expensive. All those things are factors that will affect the overall rate. Then you have the contractor. Each contractor is different. Some people have premium price on their skills. Some people will take anything, because it depends on what they're going to produce. I am not saying that if you charge a reasonable rate, you cannot produce good work, but I'm saying I know of a fact that construction is expensive, and the labor in Jamaica is expensive. So contractors have to do their markup, because they have to take care of overheads, and they are the ones supervising the work and ensuring that the work is done to a certain quality. So each contractor will decide what their markup will be up to a certain limit, guideline. Nobody can tell a contractor what to charge. It's a market economy, and so everybody has to shop around, do your due diligence, and decide. My recommendations to people who are seeking to build their home is to shop around, get recommendations, see what other people have constructed before, and get 3 quotations. The simpler you keep the construction is the more reasonable it will turn out. Stick to squares and rectangles. They are simpler to construct and cost less. Everything that deviates from squares and right angles costs 33% more. So stay away from arches, stay away from curves. If you can, also stay away from moldings and those fancy things that are not structural but just for aesthetics. If you really just want a home and you're not fussy, you can get a home. So 2-bedroom might be able to cost somebody $12 million, and the same 2-bedroom house may cost somebody else $18 million. You have to do your due diligence. I hope this was helpful.